Why spiritual things don't work for you. Have you ever taken some time out to find out the reasons why spiritual things don't work for you? A lot of people, they have been spending money. They have been doing a lot of spiritual assignment. They have been spending money and time doing one spiritual assignment or the other with no research, with no result. They have never been successful. Some have even concluded by losing hope that they won't do anything again. Once they watch a video, they do it and they just conclude because they say, oh, it doesn't work, right? And they say they will not even do anything again. Now, I've come with 7 things, okay? 7 reasons why spiritual things don't work for you. In fact, the number 6 is the most important. All of them are important, but to me, the number 6 is very important. I really want you to watch it because it will definitely change your life around. Okay? So now, my name is Precious and this is Precious Spiritual TV. Alright, let's go. Let's start with number 1. Your nature. Okay? Your chi. Your elements. A lot of people don't take time to determine what their element is. Okay, we have element of fire, water, etc. But do you know your nature? Do you know your chi? Do you know your element? Okay, because all of these, they determine what will work or not, what will not work for you. For example, water element carriers, they are mostly very selective, okay, meaning they don't just use anything. They don't just use anything, right? For example, if you are a water element and you are trying to use items that has to do with fire, okay, things may not work well for you. So your nature, your chi, your element is very important for you to find that out so that you know which natural items, okay, that you will work with. Number 2, bondage in the body. Okay, if you are in serious bondage, okay, you can't prepare anything yourself. That's why I always tell you that you really need to deliver yourself, cleanse yourself out of that bondage before you do any spiritual work. So if you are having a very serious bondage in your body, you can't prepare anything yourself. Sometimes we spiritualists, we give fellow spiritualists to prepare some bondage, okay, removal work, for you. Some people do that. Some spiritualists will give, even if you ask them to do something for you, they will have to give it to another spiritualist to do it for them. Okay, whenever they see something strange in your body, you get what I'm saying? So when you have a serious bondage in the body, things may not work for you until you remove that bondage from your life. Number 3, when you have unclean body or hand, unclean body or hand. For example, if you are menstruating or you have sex, okay, you are fingering your private part, you are masturbating, and other uncleanliness, right? Whatever you touch or use, whether you use spiritual things, spiritual items, you will not get results. In my videos, I always tell you, make sure you stay away from sex when you do this. There's some spiritual work that I will encourage you not to do when you're on your menses. Because if you do these things when you are on your menses, right, it won't work for you. You won't get results for you. So you must be very clean at least 3 days before doing or using spiritual items or before doing any spiritual work to make that spiritual work effective. Number 4, some soap, okay, particularly bondage remover soap or some cleansing soap, right? They require special procedures, okay, for example, such as using red oil, honey, shea butter, urine to rub your body before bathing, okay, before taking your bath. So standing on broom while bathing, using warm water, bathing in the river, bathing outside instead of a bathroom, okay, there are some special procedures like this that needs to be done, okay, before you do some special spiritual assignment. So most times, many people will skip these steps, okay, and when they do this, things may not work well for them, right? So number 5, incomplete works. Incomplete works. Some works are not complete. For example, some people just copy other people's work. For example, let's say you go to social media, you just find somebody posting some spiritual assignment and you feel like, oh yeah, let me copy that. You just copy it without understanding the coded language, okay, that was used to encrypt that work. Some words are purely understood by spiritualists and not just anyone. So when you do such works without proper understanding, okay, you're just wasting your time. That's why it's very important that you become very spiritual, you yourself, because you should become your own spiritualist. Understand a lot. If you get some information, you too do your own research, say a very powerful prayer, ask God to give you this spiritual knowledge, okay, and it will surely come. All right, so number 6, should we do the number 6 that I'm talking about? Yes, number 6 right now. Let's do that. It is monitoring spirit. It is very, very powerful. In fact, I see this point that I'm going to make now, monitoring spirit, as the most important, because even if you get anything right, it doesn't really matter how perfect or how powerful that spiritual work is. If a monitoring spirit is in your space, if you are being monitored, okay, before you do or you use any spiritual work, okay, they have already spoiled the spiritual work for you. No matter how confirmed the spiritual work is, no matter how powerful that spiritual work may be, once you are being monitored, it will not work. That's why you have to make sure that you destroy every spirit, every monitoring spirit in your space, okay? Every monitoring spirit. You can do a very powerful prayer, you can do fasting, you can do some cleansing, you can cleanse your environment, okay? So I've made a lot of videos about that, so you can watch it. It's very, very powerful. So number 7 right now, okay, it is careless handling of spiritual works. Okay, some people carelessly handle stuff. For example, when I give instruction that, okay, when you when you take your water, when you are keeping your items after manifesting with, after praying over it, keep it in a safe place. Some people will keep it in the wrong place. All right, so careless handling of spiritual works. Some spiritual works must not touch the ground, okay? Spiritual works, nobody else apart from you must touch it. There's some spiritual work that nobody should be there when you are doing it. Nobody should see it, okay? So some spiritual work must not touch the ground or be touched by more than one person. So if anybody else touch it other than you, then the spiritual work is not going to work. So that's why a lot of people will say, oh, I've done a lot, I've done this, I've done that, I've prayed, but things are not working. If you don't get all of these things right, okay, things will not work. And I really want things to work for you. I want you to have abundant testimonies. Please fix any of this. If you have ever If you've been making these mistakes, if you have had this, maybe you don't know, now that you know, please fix it and you will see things working well for you. Things will start to work for you. Whatever spiritual work you do, you will start to see changes in your life. You start to see them working. You see answered prayers after doing them. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about the number 6? Or what do you think about any of them? If you have ever made any of these mistakes, let me know in the comment section. God bless you. Watch this video next and make sure you like this video. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my channel too, and make sure you turn on the bell so that you can always get my video every single time. My name remains Precious and this is Precious Spiritual TV. I love you all. Bye bye.